Hi guys, Piotr here. This is Liteforex Global YouTube channel. Well, the next is UK CPI. It's going to be very interesting, especially taking into the consideration where we are when it comes to the major pair, the cable. Cable is testing 140 plus minus few pips, and the question is, are we going to see some kind of the midweek reversal, or we are going to cross 140 for good, higher towards 144, 145? Well, I would say upside is 140 for now as a line in the sand. Downside, on the other hand, is somewhere around 138.50. In case we are going to get back below 138.50, 135 could be the next one. We are going to discuss Euro Pound, we are going to discuss Pound Yen and few more. So guys, without further ado, let's jump straight and check the charts.
Hi guys, pound cable versus pound versus US dollar. Well, attempt to create the swing high over here, but as we discussed, US yields, right? That's the key. So we've seen yesterday new high when it comes to the cable, but then towards the end of the day, a very low daily close below Monday high, right? So quite interesting. But also, if you do remember, we made some measures, so we are targeting levels related to the weekly open, and as long as we are staying above the weekly open, the bulls are quite safe. So let's have a look what we have from the intraday perspective, right? There you go. So that's our measure we did yesterday. If you don't know what is going on, I strongly encourage you to watch and visit yesterday recording. Anyway, that's how the things may turn out. Something like this, right? So slowly over the course of the day, retest of 38.50, 38.40. That's gonna be the retest of this possible demand we also discussed yesterday. So this level, that's where I see the possibility the bulls should step in and try to push the price higher. But again, the top question is going to be the US yields, right? Is it temporary, right? And the Fed will step in and will try to cap the yields, or is new trend developing, right? Well, I would say that Fed, of course, is going to try to do whatever they can to cap the rising yields. I might be wrong, but that's how the things looks like. So it's worth to watch. It's worth to have in the background the things related to the US yields. So we know where the buyers on the cable, where are the sellers on the cable. There is a strong monster move towards the London fix yesterday, right? And I do expect that we are 39.15, 39.25 when it comes to the sellers. So from the intraday perspective, taking into the consideration, we have buyers taking into the consideration the price action we've seen yesterday. We have the buyers around 38.50, but I would be very careful, all right? We do have, again, buyers a little bit lower with rising yields. That could be the level tested as well, 37.90. And when it comes to the sellers, taking into the consideration US yields, 39.15, 39.25 when it comes to the horizontal lines, but also some aggressive sellers may appear somewhere around the trend line, so a little bit lower down towards 38.90. So overall, quiet range here. Well, US CPI, that's the number we got few minutes ago, and UK CPI, well, mostly in line you know, the expectations were different whenever you were trying to check. But overall, year-to-year CPI 0.7 versus 0.6, so a little bit higher. Core CPI 1.4 versus 1.3 market expectations. Not huge difference. So well, we will see if the yields are gonna, US yields are gonna be the name of the game. So we know what we are going to look for when it comes to the cable. What about Euro Pound? Well, here, guys, we are approaching levels discussed yesterday. Looks like more stop count down towards 86.90 could be in play, right? This is the line based on this dip over here, and we are approaching very fast. There is a nice channel, downward channel over here, right? So even if we are going to see the reaction at the bottom of the channel, weekly open, the blue dashed line as a first possible target for the longs, and that's level for renewal shorts for now. Of course, if you are a conservative, right, trader, and if you are a conservative bull, if you have a channel, then at least you want to see the breakout, retest of the top of that broken channel, and then eventually some kind of the price action suggesting that we are going to see higher levels. As of now, moving within the channel, downside target 86.90, 86.80, upside 87.50, and that's the range for the Euro Pound. In my opinion, that's how the things looks like, at least that's how the things looks like for now. The next one is a Pound Yen. Thanks to the rising yields, thanks to the fireworks on the dollar yen, here we are moving even higher. Strong move yesterday. There might be a little bit of the continuation, but we are approaching the possible target, right? So we were discussing some things earlier this week, at the very beginning of this week, but we haven't seen the pullback, right? We are waiting for. So watch carefully 148.50, 149 as a possible move to the downside. Still, I do believe buyers around the weekly open. That's based on the daily chart. If we are going to switch to the lower time frame, right? If we are going to switch to intraday chart, so the most aggressive demand zone we discussed being tested yesterday immediately after the European Open, or around European Open, and then strong move to the upside, and the new high being created here, right? So that's quite interesting. We have more to come when it comes to the pound yen, and as long as we are above 145, 144.60, I think still higher levels to go, and 148.50, 150, that could be the level where we might see some kind of the pullback, but that's the zones we are going to look for the buying opportunity. And the last one is Pound Aussie, all right? And if the rising yields are gonna be the case here, guys, right? That's very important. If the rising yields are gonna be the case here, I think that the commodity currencies might weaken, right? And in that case, we might see higher levels. Now, of course, still the top supply hasn't been taken out, been tested but hasn't been taken out. Levels a little bit above 180, right? But also we haven't seen a big dip, right? If you do remember, we discussed this weakness, we discussed levels closer to 177. We haven't seen that yet, right? So maybe some kind of the one-to-one, this type of the move as a eventually buying opportunity when it comes to the cable, so closer to 77. Sellers still above 180 towards 80.50, 80.70. But if we are going to take out this level, the pullback into that level, that's gonna be a new buying opportunity, because then the 177 it will have to wait. 177 has to wait for a little bit longer. So yeah, that's how I see the thing when it comes to the pound post CPI. So US yields, that's where we might see a little bit weaker pound. Then if the yields are the name of the game, then pound might gain versus Australian dollar or even Japanese yen. Also, it's worth to watch the things related to the overall market sentiment. With that being said, guys, wish you a great London trading session. Don't be trapped. See you around. Take care and goodbye.